Wijnaldum for me is the man of the match. I mean, what he did, what he showed, defensively also in the second half, he had a ball in the last 30 yards of his onside, and he managed to keep the ball and give to Silesen. I mean, that guy is in another level this year, even comparing with last year. And De Jong, when he was very tuned in, meaning that not being disturbed with the referee decision, and just thinking about his game was absolutely perfect. Of course, you have the two big guys, De Ligt and Van Dijk, who work pretty well, but I'm very worried about the left side. What Danny Blind showed today was pretty poor, especially the first half, and is how they've been in danger the first half. So it's a better side. I'm very surprised with Depay, and the way he plays with the national team is absolutely fantastic, and so poor with Lyon. But they have a very good side. I think they're going to go through. I think they are the best team. We saw the best team winning. That's clear for me.
What do you do with Joachim Low, Stevie?
Thank you very much for your contribution.
Yeah,
but clearly,
you've got nothing left in the bank.
No, not at all. Not at all. He kind of had a little resurrection where we all thought this new young team would blossom again under him, the way it did in previous years. But he seems to have lost the plot himself, and the players don't seem to know what they're about. And if you've got a group of players who on the field don't look as though they know what they're supposed to be doing, that's down to the coach. So that means I'm sorry, but the only way is up for them is to move on to another coach.
Do you agree?
Yeah, it's already late, actually. They're already behind the curve. The opportunity, the very clear, obvious opportunity was after the World Cup. Look, it's been great. It's been wonderful. It's been a very successful cycle with Joachim Low, and this is it. See you guys later. We need something new. We need something that the players are going to relate to. And now you could have used those Nations League games to say, okay, this is when the new manager comes in, puts his ideas, displays his ideas, and then you get to the qualifiers for the Euros knowing full well what the plan is ahead. Now you're in between, because the players also have these conversations. The players also know, look, we're not getting results. This guy may not be here too long. And so you don't quite know what the direction of this team is. And it's one thing if the players don't know what the direction is, but I don't think Joachim Low himself knows what the direction is. And if that's the case, that's the scary part.
But you said yourself, though, look at this team. There isn't much to scare you. So how much is that?
Well, that's why you need. That's why you need to get a fresh voice to come in with some fresh ideas. And there's no point. What's the point in saying, okay, we'll wait and see if he gets us to the Euros, which he probably will, and then we'll see how we go from there, and we'll make a decision, because that squad's not going to. It's not going to be giving Belgium or France or even maybe Spain a game. Maybe not even, actually, I really fancy England against that Germany side. So what's the point waiting and saying, well, wait till after and Joachim Low might go if we have a poor Euros. Get it done now.
Right.
And say, look, we're just sweeping it clean now. Thanks very much. You've been great for us, by the way, but it's been on a slippery slope for quite a while now. We're going to try and bring in a different voice with some different ideas.
If somebody had said 12 months ago, where are we going to be this time next year? And the answer was, well, we're going to be playing at home, regardless of the opposition, we're going to be playing at home, and we're going to sit tight and try and break on them at home. You'd be scratching your head saying, Germany are doing that. So not only did they not do that, but they lost 4 goals as well. I mean, is this the bottom?
And that's the key. That's the key. You asked the question, are they better now than they were at the end of the World Cup? And the truth is, not really. Marginally better, maybe, if that. And if you're not seeing a progression, you're not seeing a step forward, you keep seeing steps backwards, at some point you just have to make decisions. Say, you know what? Time to move on.
Frank, do you agree? Time to move on?
Yeah, it's time to move on. I think he tried to get rid of many of the world champion and tried something new. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I think when you are Germany, well, we see that with France, where they don't offer, a tactical lesson, meaning that they don't try to get the possession of the ball, they just play counter-attack, but they're very efficient and they get results, so it works. But with the German team, it doesn't work. They try to defend, they play at home, and they don't offer anything. And suddenly, it doesn't work, and they are smashed by a fantastic Dutch team. So it's not the German side that we want to see, because we used to something better. And we know that they can react. They know the generation after generation they build something better, and they get rid of the problems and sort out a very good possibilities of winning something. But it doesn't work. Since 2014, nothing works. So I think it's time to get rid of the coach.